Dozens of graves were damaged last night after a man drove his truck through the Oakland Cemetery in Panama City. Panama City police arrested 48-year-old Willie Russ and charged him with reckless driving and criminal mischief. Investigators say that Russ drove his vehicle through the Oakland Cemetery grounds at about 9:30 Wednesday night. Russ broke off the entry gate, then intentionally continued driving through the cemetery, damaging an estimated 50 graves and tombstones along the way. Police say his truck eventually came to a stop after running into a tombstone. It was towed from the cemetery later that night. Panama City Parks, Culture and Recreation Department is surveying the damage. No word yet on who will be responsible for paying for the damages. If you have any questions or concerns about specific graves or tombstones,
Okay, where are we at? We're at Oakland Cemetery. If you saw the little news clip up at the beginning, you kind of know what happened, but this is where, well, let me give you a general reference where we are. This is 11th Street, right here. If you look over there, that's where I went to grade school at. If you look over there, see those buildings over there? That's where I went to K3. Right over there. Now it's called Palm Bay School. But this guy, you can see where he broke down the gate. You can see the damage right here. See the damage right here. There's part of the gate right there. That's 11th Street right there. That's the Bay County Library right there. Used to be Central Baptist Church right there. It's gone now since Hurricane Michael. This place used to have a lot of trees, but Hurricane Michael, they're gone. But this is where you can see pieces of glass from his car. I hope I didn't run over any of them. But this tombstone right here, this thing has been here for eons. Yeah, 1935 death date. But this cemetery is historic because G.M. West is buried here. I think he's buried over there. He's the founder of Bay County. Let's take a look at the damage. There's the gate right there. Is that part of his car? Yeah, that's part of his car right now. I don't know. That's part of the gate right there. That's part of the gate right there. This is where he ran over a tombstone right here. This guy done some damage. I don't know if that's a spin like that or what. But we'll go over here. Oh man, he tore this place up. Look at this right here. Oh man. Excuse me. 1935, I believe. Yeah, this thing's been here since 1935. It's a Confederate veteran right here. You can get that 1925. That's where the damage was right here. There's some more damage over here. This is basically where the damage was. Yeah, that's another tombstone knocked over. Oh, they're gonna come get me. That's all you hear in Bay County, more sirens. 1964. Look at this right here. Pretty bench. If tears could build a stairway of memories, a lane I'd walk right up to heaven and bring you home again. Look at that right there. That's crazy. Now, I don't know if he done this right here or just trees came down. This is mostly where the damage has happened. I don't know what this guy was thinking. I'm using my new stick, vlog stick. He probably knocked this one over. Yeah, there's more damage over there. These are low-cost housing over here. These are new over here. They used to be one-story housing, now they're 3. At least you have some quiet neighbors. There's a dog park over there. Yeah, here's some more damage right here. Yeah, that's probably where he spun out right here. I don't know what this guy was thinking. Yep, right over here too. This makes me mad. Makes me really mad. So every day I went to school, I saw this cemetery. 1976. You can walk for hours in this cemetery right here. 1958. I don't know if this is damaged too, or it's just time. There's some old ones right here. There was a Wiccan witch buried right around this area. Last time I visited the cemetery, I never seen her stone. It's a pretty day today. 70 degrees, sunshiny. 1959. Yeah, this place used to have a whole bunch of trees, and Hurricane Michael wiped them out. Now, we used to have our Easter parties at the Panama City Garden Club, which is over that way. We'd actually walk from our grade school, walk down Balboa, and go to the Panama City Garden Club. One of my teachers, who I've yet to find, oh, there's a little dog right here. Look at that, old style marker. She used to be a what they call go-go dancers back in the thing. Back in the day, they call them gentlemen's clubs now. But she got right, got with God, and she had a beautiful voice. Her name was Sharon Thornton. And she did an album cover at the fountain over at the garden club over there. It's that way. Yeah, I think this one. Did he hit this one? I don't think he did. I think it's just falling. This big cemetery right here. That's the playground I used to play at when I was. Let's see, right over there. Excuse me. I don't feel like walking this whole cemetery. I'm gonna go get my vehicle, then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do these old graves over here. And I'm gonna show you one that's been here for eons, so give me just a minute. Damage right here. I don't think they'll get me for using a cell phone while I'm driving.
There's one knocked over.
Yeah.
Takes a real asshole to do that.
Yeah. This is a cleared space right here. I don't know if graves were over there at one time or what. But here's the historic section. This is the section we're going to go to right here. Where I'll park at.
In the shape right there.
There he is, George Mortimer West, the founder of Bay County. Right here to the right.
Just park right here in the shape. I can move if somebody happens to go.
Okay.
Wait, stop.
Stop.
You're gonna be in the sun again.
Sorry.
Can you get out?
Yeah, I can get out. Yeah, there's some old graves right here. Let me look at this one. We still rolling? Yeah. This is Letha Calendar, 1915, an infant. That's how old this cemetery is. I don't see my tires flat, so I think we should be okay. Yeah, this is George Mortimer West, railroad executive, promoter, editorial historian. He's got a printing press museum down on St. Andrews where we're going to go later. Oneida County, New York, Bay County, Florida, 1926. I can't read that one, 1863, 19. That's his wife, Luella. That's the founder of Bay County right there. Let's do a picture. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna walk over here. I'm gonna show you this. I don't know if he done this damage too or just from Hurricane Michael. Okay, we still rolling? Yeah. Patrick. Yeah, there's some old graves over here. Yeah, if you look right there, that's where I went to K3 preschool right there. Those aqua blue buildings to the left with a funky brick. Right there. Henry Look, 1898 death date. Sarah wife, 1918. Yeah, there's some old graves right here. And what you're hearing over there is jets from Tyndall Air Force Base. They're probably doing Mach 5 or what have you. Still rolling. Yeah, these. Now, Mackenzie. I don't know if this gentleman, the Mackenzie Avenue is named after. John Edgar. I'll have to look, do a little research. (1918). I can't make it out. This is the old one right here, 1898 right here. Excuse me. DeMorris Tedford. I don't know if they have anything to do with history of Bay County or not. Imagine these old cars driving through here. Kind you have to crank with a hand crank. Imagine that. Panama City, Florida. Now we're on the corner of 11th Street and Balboa. It's a Confederate veteran right here. John Wesley Dixon, Private Florida Light Artillery, 1845-1916, Confederate States Army. Payne, this is an old grave. I remember seeing this. I don't think that's caused by that guy. April 10th, 1928 death date. 1982 death date. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna give you a point of reference right here. This is Balboa Avenue. Do y'all remember the V for Vendetta shooting at the Bay County School Board? I'll give you a little clip of it. If you go 1,500 feet down there, that's the new, well, it's not new, it's been there for a while. That's the Bay County School headquarters. He ended up killing himself, but one of the guys that shot him, his name was Mike Jones. Have you ever heard of Salvage Santa? He's an ex-police officer that would take old bikes and repair them, give them to kids for Christmas. I think he's letting somebody else do it now. But if you go down here about a half a mile, that's Jenks Junior High. That's where I went to junior high school. And if you go down about another mile after that, and go to the left, that's Bay High School. That's where I went to high school. 1987. It's kind of noisy right here, sorry. But I want to show, yeah, this grave right here. That's Trinity Lutheran Church. That's been there for years. Okay. This steel, okay, I guess Goudreau's got in the family, but the steel marker, it used to be over there right in the corner, and it's been replaced like 3 times. Okay, I'll give you another view. That's where I went to K3 preschool right there. Buildings are still there. Yeah. So it was a little bit bigger than this. It was, well, I don't know if it was over there, but it was right here. And I always saw it when I passed by here when we walked down Balboa Street to go to our Easter party. They wouldn't get us a bus. Mick Crannell, 1926, 1933. Ooh, sinkhole. I don't know what these graves are. These some old graves right here. Let's see what this one is over here. Then we'll do this row, then we'll call it quits. O.C. Newsom, son of OC and say it OSEE, but his father's initials OC, like OC spray, and Dolly Newsom. Wow, the birth date it says 1911, but the death date it looks like it says 1814. I don't know. I'll go over here. Now I'll take you to Beach Drive right there. Oh, some music symbols right here. She was faithful to God, her family, and her church. There's another Confederate veteran. You see the flag. Carrie Beal Blackwell. I wonder if they own Blackwell Insurance. Shriner. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if you remember Blackwell Insurance. They had that clock on the corner of Harrison Beach Drive. They took the original and put it in the center. Yeah. Ugh. Martha Tice, yawn. James Wilson Smith, Company H, 5 Florida Infantry, CSA, 1842-1917. There's another one over here. Sergeant Green B. Thompson, Company G, 2nd Georgia Cavalry, CSA, 1834-1911. Huh. That's the entranceway we came. These are the older areas right here. I ain't gonna go through all of them. I just wanted to show you the damage that guy did. Give you a little history. She's playing with her phone, she ain't. Okay, we'll get down this road and we'll call it quits. Booth, Lassiter, 1929, Howell, Dickens. This is the old one right here. Yeah, it's an old one right there. Stevens. This guy was a doctor. This thing's been here for eons. Robert Stevens, 1919. All right. Well, just wanted to give you a view of Oakland Cemetery after the damage that was caused, and hope you learned a little something today. We're gonna call it quits. I'm gonna get back in the car, it's hot. All right, thank y'all so much. Make sure you subscribe, Chuck Shaving Channel. Come on, dude. Chuck Shaving Channel. And I'm gonna be doing some more history vlogs, so check it out. All right, bye.